Hi, I am your local feral artist, and this is episode 9 on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to paint a rainbow gummy bear because why not? Paint along, watch me paint, or just keep it rolling in the background, and let's get into it, shall we?
Welcome back, everybody. So we've got a blank canvas here, so why don't we make this not a blank canvas? I've realized that you get to see my butt a lot in these videos, and I think that's pretty funny, but eventually I'll have a real studio, and it'll be great. But I'm just an amateur, right? I'm just a freaking amateur. So we're gonna grab our 1-inch oval mop. This is like my favorite brush of all time. It's soft, smooth, and awesome. We're gonna just make this entire black background black. We're just gonna make it black. The entire thing. All black. And we're gonna speed this process up. Speed it up. In the video. It's gonna be great. You can paint the edges. I don't feel like painting the edges, so I'm not gonna. Black, probably 2 layers of black. 2 layers of black. Just get this guy on there. Get him on. Leave one black. Let that dry. We shall continue to paint the background black. You're like, Liz, it's already black. It's not black enough. It's gotta be blacker. It's gotta be as dark as my soul. Teehee. Just getting that in there. Getting that black in there. Beautiful. Speed this right up. Speed it up. Alright, let's let that dry. Okie dokie. So we went ahead and sketched in the gummy bear. As you can see, I am going to paint it all in white. So let me get my white. I didn't put it out. I have some white, but I didn't need all the white. White is the color that you will go through the most. It's a thing, because you basically use white in every single painting, and it's a good color. So we're just gonna block in this bear. We're gonna block it in with this white color. And I'm using a 1/2-inch angle brush to give me those sharp lines that you need. So that's what we're doing. And I'm using acrylic paint, in case you were wondering. And then we're just gonna get this white in there, and top of this bear. Just keep going there. You gotta make a rainbow bear, because why not? That's right. So yeah, let's use it for you. We do this water on the brush. Alright, got that wiped in. Let it dry. Okay, we are going to add another layer of white. Just so we can really put the rainbow colors in. Just really talk about the rainbow colors in this piece. Want those colors to shine bright. Come forth. Shine bright. So you need a good base, and white is the best. Is the best. Get some more water on my paintbrush. Talk about this one here. That's a little one. That's wrong. Excellent. So I got my little reference up, and just so you know, you should switch out your water pretty frequently. Once the water gets a bit muddy, that's when you should change your water. Speaking of water, I got a spray bottle here. I'm gonna mist the canvas. This will help me blend the colors a little bit easier. So we're gonna talk about this portion here. Just a little bit of yellow there. Then it goes into the red. And then goes into the pink. And then it's got a dark spot here, like a little bit here. And then go back into the pink. Gotta be kind of fast with this. It'll blend together nicely. Fast. Okay, got the first layer down. We're gonna talk about this little portion here. Goes down a bit there. We're gonna get orange. Then we're going to our red. Okay, let's let that dry. So we're gonna talk about this bear's face. And in my reference, there is no eyes. But I feel like we should put eyes in here, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna talk about his cute little bear face here. Little gummy bear face. Here. And we're gonna get some quinacridone magenta and some white. Make a bright pink color. And we're gonna talk about his cute little nose. And his cute little mouth. See, isn't that adorable? And then under here, it's a little bit brighter. And I'm just gonna get quinacridone. Talk about this little bear face. Okay, go back into here. Just redefine our lines. Okay, and then this is all purple up here. Beautiful. Yeah, this bear eyes, but we're gonna get some. Okay, so here and I'm gonna jump there. So I just want to point out that your reference is just that. It is a reference. I'm not a copy machine, and I do not copy things exactly. So I just like to use some inspiration. So we're gonna talk about this bear face. We got some quinacridone in here. And then I'm gonna get some purple. Get some purple in there. Purple going. Oh yeah. Beautiful. And just want to say this is only the first layer. There will be more layers, so don't fret, precious. Do not fret. I'm just gonna make his face better. Okay, now we got into our painting techniques. We talk about this ear, and it's a deep purple brown. It goes into the blue. Okay. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. I'm gonna grab my round brush again, and we're gonna get into our purple, as I like to say. We're gonna just talk about this right here. Beautiful. And then we got some green going on here. So let's talk about that. I'm gonna get some yellow into it. And once we put in more layers, I'm gonna blend it a wee bit better, so it'll be great. Gonna go into our red. Talk about this bear arm here. Cute little bear arm. Get into our quinacridone. What is rainbow there? It's rainbow. Let's keep talking about this rainbow gummy bear. Rainbow gummy bear. So I'm gonna grab around. We're gonna get into our purple. We're gonna talk about this portion. Actually, gonna do blue and purple to make it a deeper color. That's what it's. Purple. Get some white into our blue. Some green right here. It's all coming together. Okie dokie. Gonna grab a round brush and we're gonna go over all of this game. do it again. My purple. A little bit of white into this purple. Too much white. Back. Cookie. Beautiful. Okay, so that. Alright, let's keep talking about this gummy bear. We're going to keep talking about it because it's not done. So, we're gonna get into our pink, our quinacridone magenta, and some purple. I'm gonna get into our purple and quinacridone magenta. We're gonna make this kind of in between color. In between. I do believe the second layer is going to make quite the difference. We're going to get into our purple. Get into our purple. I'm going to get some blazing brown there to improve the flow. Good. Beautiful. Then I'm just going to get macaron. This blue face. From the face and then we get our red. I'm going to put it Excellent. Okay, so we're going to strengthen this area around the mouth area. Make it more bold. Beautiful. I'm gonna get into our quinacridone magenta. Alrighty. Get back into our purple. Nose. And then I'm going to get some white into my quinacridone magenta, make it very light pink. Excellent. Alright, and then bring it into our red. Bring it into our green. We're going to rinse our brush off and get just pure yellow. Wait. Alright, so we're going to continue to paint in this gummy bear. Gonna get a small round brush, get it wet, and we're gonna get some quinacridone magenta. Let's talk about the outline of this bear here. Beautiful. I'm gonna get some purple, dioxazine purple. Like this little triangle spot that's dark here. Beautiful. Get back into my quinacridone. Okay, rinse off your brush, get some cadmium red. Beautiful. Rinse off that brush, get into our pure cadmium yellow. How about this? Excellent. Alright, so we talked about the gummy bear face. Let's focus on the gummy bear body now. So I'm gonna get my small round brush and we're gonna get into our dioxazine purple. I'm just gonna strengthen this portion Excellent. And then I'm going to get into my cadmium red. And I use what's called a stay wet palette. It's basically a sponge with special paper that helps keep the paint wet. And it has a lid, so when you're done using the paint, you close it, and it keeps the paint wet. And it's very handy. It saved me a lot of money, honestly, because I'm not having to change my palette all the time. So it's very useful. If you're interested in that, I've got it. These are magenta. Great. We're going to package up dazzling purple. Pop this bear on here. Beautiful. Staying on dazzling purple, talk about this bear here. And it's in shadows with the darker. And we're going to so I'm going to get cadmium yellow. We're going to talk about this portion here. And then I'm going to get into my green on these areas. Then I'm going to get into my blue, phthalo blue. This portion. I'm going to rinse off my brush and just use water to blend these two. Beautiful. I'm going to get into my cad red. And I'll be careful here. Then I'm going to get into my cad red. Then I'm going to get into orange. And oxygen. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to talk about these little bear legs. Gonna get some quinacridone. Strengthen this portion here. And then we're gonna get some white into our blue, make a lighter blue. Now we're gonna get into our green. We're gonna get into our purple. Get back into our purple. There's water running. Beautiful. Right? So that's right. Keep talking about these bear legs. So I'm gonna get my small round brush and I'm gonna get white into my quinacridone magenta. So we're gonna talk about this bear leg here. Beautiful. And then I'm going to work on my palette. So I'm going to talk about this one. I'm going to go into purple. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to talk about this little bear foot. Well, okay, maybe not. We're going to talk about this bear. So it's kind of got like a little crease right here. Another little crease right here. perfect. So let's talk about these bear eyes. Need to be better. Let me get some black. Just some Mars black. And we're gonna talk about these eyes. And we're going to talk about this mouth. Okay, we're going to keep going. Keep going. We're going to get into our light blue. Talk about this piece right here. And then we're going to get into our purple. We're going to highlight these eyes. So we're going to just get pure white. Talk about eyes. Look at that. That is ridiculous. We're going to highlight, make it look wet. We're going to highlight this portion. Beautiful. Keep on highlighting, and we're gonna highlight this part with a light blue, and then we're gonna highlight it with white. And we're gonna highlight excellent. I just want to show this. Yeah, excellent. We're just gonna keep highlighting. So there's a highlight on this. And there's a pink highlight. Excellent. Beautiful. Excellent. We're highlighting everything. Highlighting. There's a highlight here. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. So we just got these last little highlights to do, and then we're pretty much done. Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and sign it. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. If you like the gummy bear, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.